Let's say you're a basketball player. Someone throws you the ball, and what do you do with it? Here's the world's outstanding authority on that subject, Coach Adolph Rupp of Kentucky. His teams have won 561 games in 27 years, better than 85% of all they've played. The winningest coach in the country will tell us about dribbling, passing, shooting, and rebounding.
One good method of advancing the ball, if it's not overused, is a dribble. In dribbling, the player is crouched, heads up, with a good vision of the field. An easy movement of the wrist and fingers pushes the ball, which is kept out in front away from the feet. The dribble is most effective in getting away from the defensive basket, in the fast break, or in drawing out defensive players. Remember, though, that basketball teaches teamwork, while dribbling is strictly a solo performance. It's a good rule never to dribble when you can pass. The two-handed chest pass is the one most commonly used. The body is bent forward from the waist, with the ball directly in front. The chest is high. Fingers cover the side of the ball with thumbs pointing in. The ball is released with a push and a snap of wrist and fingers. A good arm follow-through completes the pass. Another familiar pass is thrown in much the same way. The bounce pass is used to get under a defensive man in passing to your own pivot man or on out-of-bound plays. For close play in the offensive zone, a series of short exchanges permits fast handling of the ball. The two-hand underhand pass, the one-hand bounce pass, and the one-hand underhand pass are all useful. A closer look shows how the ball is released with a snap of the wrist. The bounce pass gets the ball into the pivot man, and the one-hand pass offers excellent protection for the ball. Let's correct one mistake on this last look at a good fundamental drill. After receiving the one-hand pass from the pivot, the man cutting for the basket should dribble with the left hand instead of his right to get maximum protection from his defensive man who is split off on the pivot. One short dribble with the left hand and in for the layup shot. Basketball is a game of fundamentals. What you learn and practice in constant drilling will eventually pay off in victories. If there is a secret in winning basketball, it's drilling on fundamentals. Tall men use a hook pass effectively to get over the heads of tight defensive men. A good pass for getting the ball quickly away from the defensive basket is a one-hand overhead, commonly called the baseball pass. When a man is exceptionally tall, or when any player receives a high pass and wants to return it instantly, the two-handed overhead can be used. The payoff in basketball comes, of course, in the shooting department, and the two-handed push shot is the oldest in the game. The ball is chest high in front of the body, held by the fingertips. It's released with a snap. The follow-through leaves the thumbs close together, palms directed toward the basket. The left foot is slightly ahead of the right, knees are bent, hips down, heads up. Basketball teaches fast reflexes, split-second timing, and wonderful coordination, plus the thrill of accomplishment. Long hours of faithful practice and attention to detail begin to pay off when you can pump shots through the basket like our 4 national championship and 1 Olympic teams did it. One of the greatest advances in basketball in recent years has been the introduction and mastery of the jump shot. Today, many players hit 40 to 60% of all their shots due to the accuracy possible with a jump shot and the one-handed push shot. In the jump shot, the player gets as much height as he can to get a clear shot over the heads of the defense. While one hand is used to guide the ball, the other flips it toward the basket. Eyes are first on the basket, then follow the ball. Release should be at the very height of the jump, with a quick snap of the wrist pushing the ball toward the basket. An important game shot again proves the value of practice. The one-hand push shot is the same offensive weapon as a jump shot, except that the player doesn't leave the floor. One hand guides the ball, the other flips it toward the basket. The foot on the shooting side is slightly forward, knees bent. A powerful wrist motion propels the shot. At Kentucky, we try to avoid working our team so long that the boys get stale. We concentrate on practicing while we practice. We relax when we get through. In our Memorial Coliseum, as in other gyms, you'll find plenty of ice-cold Coca-Cola for our boys, for the visiting team, and for the coaching staff. In the layup or crip shot, the player takes off on the opposite foot from his shooting hand, using a high jump, full extension of the arm, placing the ball against the backboard and banking it in. As the shooting arm goes above the head, the ball is slightly pushed. Some players put the hand behind the ball, others roll it off the fingertips. In today's high-scoring game, you must be able to shoot equally well with either hand. The hook shot or one-handed turnaround is a favorite of pivot men. First a head fake to pull the defensive men out of position, then a step to the side opposite the shooting hand. On the push-off, the shooting arm is raised and straightened out. The shooter should look for the basket as soon as he starts the shot to ensure greater accuracy. As on any other shot, the versatile player these days will be able to hit from either side. For sheer grace in action, the hook shot is hard to match. When a player receives a pass near the basket with his back to the backboard, a good weapon is a turnaround shot. An opposite step to his shooting side and a complete turn. Then the familiar jump shot. The turnaround takes a shooter to one side of the defensive man, then behind and above him on the jump. The shot to the left simply reverses the shooting hand and takeoff foot. The ball should be released with maximum upward extension of the arm. At the free throw line, the right foot is 8 to 10 inches behind the left. The back is straight, the knees bent. The player is on his toes with hips down and head up. He's comfortable and relaxed. Although this shot is too easily blocked to use from the field, it is amazingly accurate. Good college players average above 60% on free throws. As a ball is brought up, a powerful wrist motion spins it toward the basket. Our old reliable one-hand push shot is also widely used for free throws. Since so many games are won on shots from the foul line, our players practice free throws for 30 minutes every day. When you miss a shot from the foul line or the field, you can still score with good rebounding. We've always said that if you control the ball, you control the game. and you prove that theory on offensive and defensive backboards. Good rebounding requires an aggressive attempt by every member of the team to reclaim any loose ball. It takes coordination, timing, good reflexes, a sharp eye, and a steady hand to be a successful rebounder. It takes courage and determination, too. But then that's true of all parts of basketball, not just individual offense. Perhaps that's why basketball is America's favorite sport for spectator and player alike.